Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, today marks day 2 of what will probably be a 5-day heat wave, temperatures of 90 or higher, hot and dry. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. Of course, not finding any precipitation with crystal clear sky, so I won't spend too much time on this. We'll stay dry through most of the week until we get to Friday. So heat wave in progress. Earl concerns for either very late Thursday night, more than likely on Friday. And even with the storm, say, staying offshore, extreme surf and rip currents are likely at area beaches later in the work weekend. We're going to talk in more detail about Earl and possible impacts here in just a second, so hold on. Downtown Providence, sunshine, temperature at 89 degrees, so still pretty hot, but this is a dry heat. The humidity is not high at all, so it's bearable. It's not extreme. In fact, relative humidity at 34%. Dry air at night cools off more readily, so later tonight temperatures turning comfortable, but still well into the 80s, even 91 in Boston right now, Newport 85 and Westerly at 83. Reason for the hot and sunny weather, right there, high pressure in control, and it will stay there for the next several days before we draw our attention to Earl. So for this evening, 7 o'clock sunshine, 85, 11 o'clock clear, 75. We'll drop to about 70 just before sunrise tomorrow morning, which is at 6:10. Waking up to that warm sunshine, 73 early in the morning, 86 degrees by as early as 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And we're headed to about 90 to 94 tomorrow afternoon with more sunshine. Here it is city by city and town by town, even along the South Shore, upper 80s to lower 90s before a little bit of a sea breeze sets in later in the day. Low and mid 90s inland, pretty toasty across southeastern Massachusetts as well. That includes the Cape and the islands. Temperatures there mid and upper 80s. East Coast, southern New England, Hurricane Earl, what's left of Hurricane Danielle, and behind that Tropical Storm Fiona. We're just going to concentrate for obvious reasons on Earl. Category 4 hurricane. Get a more detailed look at it. High-resolution satellite photo. Right in there is the eye, a well-developed hurricane from space. Category 4 storm. This will be the track next 24 to 48 hours, taking it near the Bahamas and the Carolinas. Top winds of 132, gusting to 161, moving west-northwest at 13. The anticipated track next 3 to 5 days, taking it as a Category 4 storm off the Carolina coastline. And obviously a storm in that position is a real concern from North Carolina to New England. How far to the north does it go before it starts to bend out to sea? That is the tough call. But this solid line represents where the eye of the storm will pass. And that's only by Friday afternoon, 150 miles south and east of Nantucket. But this just represents the eye. The weather can expand in all directions, many, many miles away from the eye. And certainly in this position, extreme surf, large waves, and rip currents are likely beginning later in the work week and on into the weekend. And with this kind of a track, we would at least get grays with some rain and some wind, especially along the shoreline. But here's the tricky part and what we have to watch. Should the track be a mere 150 miles closer to the coastline, then it's a whole different ball game as far as a more significant impact with rain and wind. So what do? Well, continue to monitor further forecasts over the next couple of days to see how this all plays out. So wrapping it all up, a close call very late Thursday night, more than likely on Friday. Extreme surf and rips are likely. And the question that we have to answer or certainly monitor, will it track closer to the coastline? Rain and wind will at least graze the shoreline on Friday, even with a track offshore. The highest risk for potential hurricane force winds would be the outer Cape and especially Nantucket. As of now, the eye is forecast to stay offshore, but just a slight jog to the west or a slight jog to the left would make a world of difference, unfortunately, as far as a more significant impact. So the hot and dry weather extends through at least Thursday. We're fine. It's the Friday time frame that we're watching very closely. For now, we're putting rain and wind in the forecast, especially along the shoreline. Holiday weekend looks dry and cooler with temperatures in the upper 70s Saturday, Sunday, and on the holiday on Monday. So at this point, I would come up with a plan of action should things change last moment, so you know what to do and how to prepare should the storm come closer. You can go to our website. We have all kinds of safety tips and preparations that you can download on your computer, WPRI.com. Check back with us at 10 and 11. We'll do it all over again.
All right. Thank you, Tony. More coverage you can count on coming up later on tonight. New on Eyewitness